Hi guys, Cynthia here, and today we are going to finish the design of this garden. I'm currently moving the fall gold raspberry, and I'm excited that I'm putting it here. This area gets more sun, so I think it'll bear more fruit for me. This year, it did not have that much. Now, it was a tiny little twig. I don't know if you guys remember me planting it in, or if I did that with you or not. I'm not exactly sure. I'm pretty sure that I did, but it was really small, and I got about a handful of raspberries. So I'm hopeful that this year or this coming year, it will be very productive because it'll be in more sun. So right now I'm just getting this container ready for the blueberries, and I am underplanting it with some of the strawberries that I have. So you'll see here that once I put the straw on, that I'm tugging them a little bit. You do not want to bury your strawberries deep at all, or they could rot and or not be productive with fruit. So I'm not sure if these are going to make it. They look very wilty, but we'll see. Strawberries are very resilient, so I'm hopeful. Plus I have a whole nother, bed of strawberries, or I will have another barrel of strawberries. So if not, you can always get them at the store. At the big box store, they normally sell them pretty cheap. And my local garden center had them pretty cheap also. Okay, so here so far is where we're at with the progress. The barrels seem to progressively go further and further back, so I have to figure out what I'm going to do here. Either move them all the way back or uh, move the ones back forward. I got to get a line because you can see they're just kind of going in an angle, and I don't like that. But so far, I'm happy with where I'm at. I do have to figure out what comes next. I still need a finish my strawberry bed. I did add strawberries to the bottom of here. Hopefully they make it. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. Now, I don't mind having to stop the cart like in this area, like not going any further with my cart, maybe just doing, you know, body space. But I don't know exactly what to do yet. I will be emptying this entire barrel just so that I can, pick it up and just move it out of the way. Because right now the plan is to have a barrel back in that corner, but have to wait for spring to see where all of the daffodils are coming up. So I can't do that right now. I do like the placement of this barrel, and I can't move the hydrangea over anymore because, again, the same issue with the daffodils. I don't know how far they go. So I'm kind of at a standstill right now. The good news is that everything that I wanted in a barrel currently is in a barrel. The only thing that I have to wait on is the strawberries, which my plan is to empty this when all of this dies back. Move these two barrels just like, stored back there, and then the carrot barrel staying exactly where it is, and that being a strawberry barrel, possibly, probably. That's the goal. I do not want to have a bed of strawberries. I think it's just not conducive to, space and stuff. So, all right, yeah, let's do that. Let's empty that barrel, throw it into here, and start, I guess, I don't know, making this place look a little bit more neat. I'm going to put the pathway down and put the mulch back. So I started throwing the stones down. All these stones I found on my property. It was in the area where the rose garden currently is. I'm not sure if you guys remember that I moved a ton of rocks, but this is where they all came from. Now, I did empty the barrel and I went and moved it. With the stones, I threw them right directly on to the soil. I dug in a few that were really thick, but I realized after doing this that I am going to mulch it heavy and I'm going to add more stones, so I stopped digging and just kind of threw them on top. And I think it's going to look really nice. Okay, guys, so this is where I'm going to end tonight, end of day 3. You can see that I loosely put some stones down. They are high, but I will say I had stones throughout the garden earlier this year. I put them there once the daffodils came up so that I knew where I could step in the garden and where things were not growing, and they were dug into the ground. So just like the wear and tear of me walking, adding mulch on them. So you'll see that they are kind of high, and that's okay. I plan to eventually, when it's mulch time, next spring, mulch it really, really heavy. Now, I still have to source some more rocks around the house somewhere. I know I have some. It's just, the looking for them. I definitely want to have it just more heavy with stone. I think that's really pretty. Oh my gosh, there's mosquitoes again. What's going on here? Anyway, so um, what do you guys think? Do you think that's a good look? Should I remove these rocks? I kind of like it because I think it's going to give just like an easier rolling situation when it comes to the cart, right? Now, once it's heavily mulched and looking really good, I think it'll have like a better look to it. I also just need to find some more stone. I have more. I just gotta bring it. And stone is heavy. So I also need to figure out where I want the stepping path to stop. I don't want it to go all the way through the garden. Just kind of want to show that this is a path. So because I want to keep that barrel with the carrots there, I may stop exactly where I already stopped because it feels almost like that is an end point. Let me know what you guys think about that. So for now, I just have to find some more because I'd like to lay it in a lot thicker, like not so sparse. I want it to be more stone than there is uh, mulch. And I have enough stone for that. So I just have to go get it and just lug it. Ugh. It's the lugging of the stone that I don't want to do. So tomorrow we'll come back. I'll get more stone or I'll cut the stone from the other part of the garden and I will lay it all down so that it's a lot more thicker. Yeah, let's go. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, guys, we are on day 4. It has been quite a few days since I've been out here because we had pouring rain. So this is actually, I think, the last day that the transformation is going to happen because now I actually know exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, guys, so I'm going to move the barrels. We're going to place them exactly where they're going to live and stay. We're going to do 6 all the way across. We're going to leave those, like the carrot one and the sweet potato one, we're going to leave that one there. And these, I have been measuring the distance with these ground stakes that I have to place. I actually have to do that soon, but I've been putting my barrels this far apart. I think this is 17 inches. I believe that's what they are. And I think it's worked. I like the spacing. Right now, I just have to make sure that they're all the way evenly across. So we'll go ahead and get that done. And then we'll put the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have like 7 or 8 more stones. I'm just going to throw right on top of the mulch. Okay, yeah, I think I'm just doing too much talking. So I'm going to get some gloves on. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do with the strawberries because I want to put them in a barrel, but the barrel that I need to put them in has the sweet potatoes, and I'm not ready to, um, what is that called? Harvest sweet potatoes. Or actually, I should be here soon. Yeah, I should be here soon. So I'm first going to move this barrel over here, just a little bit over, and then I have to throw some, as I move, I have to throw some soil underneath of it or some mulch so that it doesn't dig too far deep. I think that's good. There we go. That's good. And then I'm just going to follow suit. Just put one of these crates that I have right here, bring this all the way to here, and then I should be able to fit comfortably all of the barrels, or just those 2 for now, like the ones that are kind of like at odds. All right, I'm just going to keep trucking. So I foresee that in the spring I will also have to lift them and move the mulch underneath. As I was dragging them, because they're so heavy, they were kind of sinking into the ground. So I know that with the winter weather and how wet it's going to be, I will probably have to go ahead and either find something to put underneath, maybe some bricks to keep them level, or just heavily mulch it. But anyway, I put the remaining rocks that I found in the garden down, and I think it looks okay.
I think this is the final layout. I still have two empty barrels, which I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with. For example, I could put it over on that side of the garden, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to do that. I will be moving my peony, but I will be moving those in the spring when the eyes come back up and so on and so forth. Because right now I do not want to bury them too deep. Like if I move them now, when they still have all the foliage, so you want to make sure that that completely dies back before you, cut them back. So I don't want to bury them too deep. If you bury them too deep, it's a possibility you'll be sacrificing blooms, and I really don't want to sacrifice blooms. So actually, let me show you like why I'm going to move it, just so I can have like more space over there. And I might actually just throw a barrel over on that side. Let me go show you. Okay, so this is the side of the garden that is going to change. This is where I have my new Santa Rosa plum, my AU Santa Rosa plum. All of these lavenders will be removed in the spring. I'm going to put them in the garden by the house along with the peony. You want to leave the peony, like I mentioned, until the foliage dies completely back. Now, you have to also ensure that you cut back your peony and your hostas. Those harbor diseases. You don't want to leave any like nasty peony or hosta leaves. But anyway, the reason why I'm leaving these on here is because they still look pretty good. And they're right now absorbing some sunlight to create more eyes. And I need more eyes because more eyes mean more blooms. Okay, so I will be putting those by the garden in the house or by the house. And look at all of the space that this is going to free up. Do you guys see that? So I have this barrel here. I will probably put the barrel like just right behind this tree right over here, which will add some more growing space. I have a secondary barrel that is empty, well, not empty, full of dirt, that I may actually keep where it is. I'm not exactly sure quite yet, but as I mentioned, the eyes are a great indicator for peony of how deep you should bury them. And so that's why I want to wait until the spring so that I can see the eyes for sure and not bury them too deep. Now, let's go and look at the change in the garden, which I'm really excited about, you guys. Look at this. Let's go this way, even though I have barricades up. Look at how nice that looks. I love this little path right now. It's a little janky because the stone are not like fitted in, but just imagine when there's fresh mulch all the way around it. And probably every year I will have to kind of dig them out of the ground. I had a few stone this year that I put down, and they were so buried deep that even though these look really high and kind of dangerous, they will sink, and the weather and everything else will sink them down. But look at that. I absolutely think it's great. So, okay, so I do have to adjust the blueberry bed to move forward by an inch. You can tell it's kind of set back a little. So I have my blackberries. Right next to that, I have my raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, my fig, a miscellaneous barrel right now that looks kind of a mess, my dahlia, but I'm just going to let that die back naturally. And then my hydrangea that also looks crazy. So I will be moving all of these hostas. They're going to go to a different garden that I'm currently creating, but I won't do that until the spring, really. And once this is all picked up, then I will move that hydrangea to the corner and then possibly add just an empty barrel there or a smaller hydrangea. I'm not exactly sure quite yet what the plan is, but that is how I'm feeling. You can see I have some creeping Jenny, and I absolutely love it. I do have a ton of creeping Jenny inside different containers throughout my garden, and what I think I'm going to do is plant creeping Jenny all around the back. That will eliminate the amount of wood chip that I'll need for next year because I would have to definitely wood chip back there, and because it really isn't going to be not accessible because I can easily get to it. Probably not by because this hydrangea is kind of large, but the blueberry, or I'm sorry, the raspberry, you can get through it right here. And this is the path that I was talking about. This path is going to allow me to shear back the forsythia and still harvest if I need to behind all of the barrels. I also have a ton of bulbs through here, and I want to make sure that when they start to come up, I am going to move those two to a different part of the garden. But I really, really like it. Now, the only issue that I'm currently having, I'm not exactly sure if I like the placement of these two barrels there. I'm thinking they could possibly go closer to each other and I could fit a third one. You know, like I can do 1, 2, 3. Maybe I can bring, maybe I should do that. Bring this one to kind of match that one and then so on. And then that one and then possibly have a third one. What do you guys think? Let me know. That's just something I'm thinking about. Should I just do that now and take a look? That might not be a bad idea. All right, let's do that really quickly and take a look if we like it.
I am so pleased with this change. I will adjust them once I harvest the sweet potatoes. It was just so heavy, and it was really, really, really difficult to move. But I love how it came out. Please let me know what you guys think. I think it is so nice. I absolutely love that I'm able to
You
use all of the
guys,
barrels.
I think I like this. Okay, 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 okay. It looks so cute. All right, I'm going to show you guys. I'm really happy with this setup. I think it's going to be extremely productive. It's given me lots of space. Now I only have one more barrel to place, but I do have space on that side, so I'm not too concerned. Okay, let me show you and then we'll wrap up this video. And the redesign is done. Okay. All right, let me show you. Here it is, guys. So let's first walk you in like you're coming into the garden. So you're walking in to the garden. Okay. Then you're like, oh, is there more garden? Of course there is. So look at that. Now, the barrels on this side have to be adjusted more, but the sweet potato bed was so heavy that I have to empty it out first. It is nearly impossible to move it. So I do not, I don't know, I may not actually move it. It might bother me that it's jetted out a little bit more, but you know what? I think all of these kind of have to go out just a hair, like this one here. I just want to make sure that it's even with the beds. Yeah. I don't want to move the sweet potato bed any closer because there's like literally no space, but I don't have to go this way in the garden, I don't think. I don't know. I mean, and again, this might change. Again, I might want to do it like in a trio, like 1, 2, and then, you know, I don't know. We'll see. But here we are. I like the idea of having the three barrels on that side. It just feels very cohesive. Let me know what you guys think. Is it cute with the three barrels? I think it looks good, just like that. I have to ensure that I don't plant anything too large in these barrels. Now, for sure, I will be putting strawberries in one, 100%. Um, who knows? I might do a dot. I don't know. Like I know I mentioned I didn't want anything kind of obstructing the back, but I am like imagining having like three different types of dahlias. How stunning. Everything I said I wasn't going to do, now it's like playing in my head to do it. But here it is. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's super sweet how it just goes right to the nectarine tree. It just feels really, really lovely. And once I move this hydrangea to that corner, it's going to be less bulky. I will be planting something, even if it is another hydrangea, just another, a more compact one, possibly. I'm not exactly sure yet, but imagine that in the corner. It's going to just be a lot more open in here. I think it looks really great. I'm super pleased. I've got so much more real estate to plant in. I have to do some cleaning. As you can see, everything I kind of dumped on that side. But let me know what you guys think. I'm really happy with this transformation. Still lots of work to do, still working over there. We are waiting until uh, I'm done with the extracurricular activities that I'm doing to go ahead with the greenhouse build. We did build the base, so it shouldn't take too much after that. But I'm happy with this. I'm really, really happy with this. And then once the greenhouse is built, all of these extra pieces of fence will be put out and then the garden will be secure, which is excellent. Just lots of great projects coming up here, guys. Really excited to share what's going to be happening. So if you want to see certain things coming up, which I hope you do, please subscribe. But let me know what you think of this. I think it looks so cute. And I will be collecting more stone. The more I find, because I would really love it if this was just all stone, barely any mulch. That's the goal. I don't know if I have enough stone for that, but I can Facebook Marketplace it and see if I can find stuff like that. I'm certain I can. But yeah, look, guys, isn't this so sweet? I'm looking forward to finding more stone and making it a little bit more thicker and then adding some mulch. And then next order of business is going to be getting all of the creeping Jenny that I have throughout my gardens and just putting it all along the back here. I think it'll be a really great, ground cover so that I don't have to mulch and I can also walk on it and it doesn't ever get disturbed. And another thing I'm going to do with you guys here soon is I have T-posts and like a fence that I bought, not a fence, but like a chicken wire type thing that I'll be putting in the back so that nothing comes through the forsythia. I will be putting these ground stakes all the way around the perimeter of the entire garden. And this is supposed to go down just up until the last 2 inches. This is going to prevent any kind of like animals that want to like dig under and come into the garden. We'll be doing that here shortly. What else has to happen? Huh. I think that's it. But look at all the real estate that I have gotten. I'm so proud of myself that I figured out how to build the beds in a great way. I mean, they look excellent, and I'm really proud that I did a lot of heavy lifting. Lots of heavy lifting I did. All of the dirt I moved, which I never want to move again. But you know how that goes. I'm sure I'll be moving dirt again sometime here soon. But I am going to leave the video here, guys. I hope you liked the garden transformation or the new design. If you did, please like the video. I'd really like it. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. I'd love to have you. And remember, if you didn't get it done today, there is always tomorrow.